The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 11, Not Untie. So in this episode, we get to see the Hilltop. Jesus takes quite a big chunk of the group to the Hilltop. We get to meet, Gregory, who's their leader, who I don't particularly like. I don't remember what he was like in the comics because it's been so long since I've read that part. And I think where I'm at in the comics, they don't, like their first interaction with him, they aren't in it too much. But I don't remember the guy being that way. I could be wrong, but the way he was towards Maggie, I was like, I do not like this guy that much. Rick clearly understood that he didn't like the guy because he told Maggie, was like, part of it was like, oh, you need to start doing this stuff because she's kind of becoming the ambassador, which I thought was actually very cool. Which I don't know how many groups they're going to be meeting and how long, she may or may not be on the show. I don't know if they're going to do that, which would really suck, after she has the baby. But I thought that was cool, and he realized, like, I may not be like a level 10 talker because I might want to punch this guy in the face. So I thought that was actually kind of cool. And Gregory wasn't the greatest person in this episode, and he's, constantly coming on to Maggie. And she mentioned, like, within the first sentence, I think or maybe the second sentence was like, oh, my husband saved that guy. It's like, I'll be sure to thank him too. And then after that, it was just like, he's just saying stuff, and it's like, it's just like, really? Like, this is what you're doing when we need freaking supplies and stuff, and we're trying to get items and you need some stuff. He wants to come on to Maggie and stuff like that, so didn't really like him. Of course, he called her Natalie at the end, too. It's like, great talk, Natalie, and stuff like that. It's like, man, he's being a real prick, but I wouldn't say he gets his comeuppance or anything like that. He may not have deserved to have been stabbed, but he does end up being stabbed in this episode. And okay, when they did that and Rick killed that guy and he stood up and everyone's looking at him, I think this is honestly one of the craziest things he's ever done. But it wasn't, like, he wasn't crazy. Or no, he was crazy, but he wasn't like visually crazy. He's just like, what? And it's like, he just stabbed a guy in the neck and he just shot out like, a fountain all over your face, which was very reminiscent of when he was in Alexandria, when that first happened to him, when he fought against the one guy. He fought against, the husband or whatever. And if I remember it, he had a bloody face when that happened as well. So it's like, he just acts like stuff is nothing. It's like, first impressions make a big deal, and he's just stabbing dudes in the neck. And he did it for a good reason, at least, saving Gregory. And, the guy was trying to kill him. It's like, if anyone stopping me is basically trying to kill my brother. And I was wondering how it was going to go. I figured, they might calm him down or something like that. And so, like, all right, look, just say you killed him or something like that. We find out that they actually, like, needed his head. But Michelle's like, don't do it. I thought she had the katana on him when she was saying that, or like ready to basically stab through his neck. But he turns and Rick was just like, all right, and right in his neck, and so he's done for. And after that, when the woman punched him in the face, and Michonne came in with like that judo throw where she put her leg behind her and just went like boom and slammed her into the ground with like just an open palm. I was like, that is like, despite the fact that we've seen her just go nuts with the katana, that was one of the coolest things she's ever done in the show, because she was just like, boom, don't. And I was just like, that was really freaking sweet. So, love that moment from her character. But, a lot of craziness. Negan, at least dialogue-wise, once again makes an appearance. And so we find that the Hilltop is, of course, having a crazy deal with the Saviors. Of course, the most ironic name ever. And I mean, they tell the story about how Negan killed, like a 16-year-old kid right off the top, and it's like, all right, you guys need to learn straight off the bat, which is a really good line. Um, that's all I'll say about that. It's just a good line. But, he kills the kid right off the start. It's like, we want half of everything you guys got. And because they felt that it was a little light this time, I believe they said they killed 2 people, and then they were keeping the one guy's brother. So now we have our people going up against Negan, and if he's as bad as they say, which I know he is from the comics, it's going to get crazy. And they certainly, I'm assuming what they're doing is kind of skipping over some of the minimal stuff, but some things just haven't shown up yet in the series. So I'm just not sure. Like, they might be kind of switching orders a little bit depending on what they decide to do. But I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to how they're going to play this out. I think it actually is following in line with the comics, just slightly differently. Of course, some characters exist and some don't. But I'm really looking forward to it. I like the way that they have it going. They're going to head back to Alexandria, get more people, and take them all towards Negan's camp. I think it might be maybe 2 or 3 episodes before we finally get to see Negan, which I cannot wait to see because I've mentioned it several times already, but Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a very awesome actor, and I think he'd be great as Negan because I think he could just pull that off and it would be really freaking insane. But I'm really looking forward to that. Thought this was definitely a fun episode. I mean, I feel like there's not too much to really talk about. Abraham definitely had some weird stuff going on about the whole family aspect, and I think his moment of almost dying relates to the one guy he almost killed, where it's like he saw his family, and I don't know if that's good because that means he's gonna separate himself like from Rosita and everything, because they have it where the necklace is behind him on the ground still, so I'm guessing that's symbolic of he's gonna separate himself from her and just do whatever he wants, I guess, but I'm not too sure. So he has, kind of some crazy stuff going on. We found out Eugene is going to be the one helping him for kind of like scouting and stuff like that. So that should be pretty funny. But I did enjoy this episode. It was cool getting to meet the new characters from the Hilltop. I can't wait to see what they do with Negan and everything like that. I'm very excited to see how far they really get to push it because it's The Walking Dead and it gets really nuts with that guy. So I'm excited to see how far they're really able to push it. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm not sure what to expect from this next one, if they're actually going to get to Negan by the end. But I'm looking forward to it either way. It was cool to see the Hilltop. Cool to meet Gregory, and just the way Maggie kind of played him towards the end and how they took half and everything. That was very badass of her as well. But really looking forward to the next episode. The rest of the season, I don't know where they're going to end it, but if Negan is going to show up, period, it's going to be freaking insane. So I just can't wait to see that. But I definitely want to know what you guys thought about this episode. So please comment below. Let me know your favorite parts, your least favorite parts. And I want to know what you guys think of the Hilltop. All of its people, the deal with Negan, everything with them. I want to know what you guys think because it's pretty nuts. They aren't exactly in a position of power. And that is definitely putting our characters in danger at this point if they're going up against this guy who has an unknown amount of people. So definitely want to know what you guys think about the Hilltop and what you guys thought about this episode in general, and maybe some of your expectations for what's going to happen going up against Negan, whether you've read the comics or not. Want to know what you guys think may or may not happen, who may or may not live, if you think someone's going to die, which I'm pretty sure somebody is. Not even because of comics, just with what they're doing, I think someone's going to have to die, because someone always dies when they meet one of their big villains, and it's a big villain. So I don't know. Want to know what you guys think, though. So like I said, please comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching.